Are you ready for another bad poem? One more off-key anthem, perhaps? I guess it really depends on where you stand in your musical opinion, but we'll see, I guess. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? I hope you're well. So I think one of the biggest questions surrounding Joker Folie deux is if it's gonna be a musical. I think that was pretty much confirmed in the last trailer. And so now the question is like, what kind of musical is it gonna be? Because my theory was that it's not gonna be like a really big like Broadway type theatrical musical. I think the example I kept using was Hairspray for some reason. I don't know why. I am an enjoyer of musicals. Sweeney Todd is one of my favorites, so I don't know why Hairspray was the only one that I could think of, but whatever. But I don't think it's gonna be like that. I didn't, at least. And to be honest, even after doing a little bit of research, I read two articles, two whole articles, and they will be linked. One of them is Variety, and then the other one is Entertainment. In the two articles that I read, like, I still couldn't tell you. No, but, like, it's unconfirmed. And I thought the Variety article, because they didn't say, like, yeah, this is all unconfirmed, they just said things, and then I think it was on Reddit, somebody said, like, yeah, nobody's actually said, yes, this is definitely for sure a real thing. So, like, take everything with a grain of salt. If not Variety, who can I trust? Like, what does this world come to? Sorry. But in the Variety article, they said that it's gonna be a jukebox musical, which is a musical with already created songs, usually like well-known songs. So like Mamma Mia is a jukebox musical, they use like songs from ABBA. But according to this article, there are 15 cover songs in this. 15! Oh my gosh. And then one or two potential original songs. 15 is crazy. Like, am I being pranked here? Like, 15? That sounds like so many. And I just have to assume that if this is true, that they're not like full songs. They're just like bits and pieces of already made songs, It feels like a lot. Maybe it's not, but it feels like a lot. Anyway, it really doesn't make the whole like Broadway-esque theatrical musical allegations look great though. Mamma Mia's pretty theatrical. Mamma Mia's good, but it's pretty theatrical. But in a different article, they said that the director Todd Phillips said that this doesn't veer too far off from the first film, which gives me a little bit of hope. A quote from him is that we never really talked about it like that, but I'd like to say that music is an essential element. And I'm hoping, because they don't specify what he's talking about when he says we never really talked about it like that, is that he's saying like, oh, we never really officially ever called it a musical, I'm really trying to put some trust into Mr. Phillips here because the first one is so good. The first movie is so good, and I'm really hoping that he has the capabilities to make the music feel not so out of place, even if it is technically a musical. You know what I mean? That it'll just feel natural, I understand why they're doing this. I understand that Arthur is a musical being. I watched Todd Phillips talk about that, but it still feels weird. If nothing else, we know that Harley Quinn is gonna sound great. I mean, Lady Gaga is playing Harley Quinn. The vocals are, for her at least, are gonna be fantastic. So this is off topic, but I do just kind of want to talk about it for a second. When it comes to like Harley and Joker's relationship in the trailer, it looks like Harley's doing like all of the work in the relationship, even in the trailer. Also, they call her Lee in the captions at one point. And I didn't notice that until after, so is she going by Lee? Who knows? So Arthur like may love Harley, but he doesn't. He likes being loved. That's what that is. Harley's doing all of the like work in the relationship. Like even in the first line when he's singing, he says, I finally have somebody who needs me, And I feel like there are just those like little bits where it shows the pieces of their relationship that Harley's doing all of the like the like emotional work and all of the like almost like initiating of affection and all of that. Like, she's the one who's actually in love and he's just like keeping her around for his own vain reasons, you know what I mean? She's the one who goes to like kiss him. She's the one complimenting him the whole time, saying things like, I haven't done anything with my life like you have, and oh, you can do anything, you're Joker, stuff like that. She's the one who's like being affectionate, being like, hey, you want to get out of here, like all of those things. I pointed out because there are so many differences in this version of the Joker that I feel like you can't really rely on any of the like original source materials, you know what I mean? And I think they're removing Harley's like psychiatrist backstory, but they're keeping this element in it where he's kind of just keeping her around for his own vanity, his own want to be needed, you know? His need to be needed, I guess. I think they're removing her psychiatrist backstory. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I think. It does still, like, really fit in with his character, though, because he's, like, the entire first movie, he's just like, I'm invisible, like, he just wants to be seen. He's just a sad boy who wants to be seen. No, he wants to be, like, revered and all of that, you know? And so it makes sense that he's the one who's like, yes, love me, you know? Again, it does feel a little weird that this is a musical and it's not, and I understand the logic behind it. It just feels bizarre, you know? And I do hope that they found a way to make it natural, like a smooth transition, you know? Although I don't really know how they could do that, especially if there's 15 songs in there. 15 cover songs with 1 or 2 originals. That's insane, dude. That's insane. One thing I would like to say, though, is if they don't have a single song from Fall Out Boy's Folie album, they're doing something wrong. Like, sorry. I could so see, like, I Don't Care being in that movie, you know? And I think they're using I believe the same woman who made the, like, music for the original, you know, the haunting violins. I think she's working again on this one. So I think they're, like, trying to fit in I guess, if it is a jukebox musical, the covers with the haunting violin type thing. And I would just so love to hear I Don't Care as like a violin type thing. Oh my gosh, it would sound so good. Oh gosh, I can see it. Oh, anyway, if nothing else, even if there's no songs from that album in the soundtrack, whatever. Lady Gaga's gonna be great. She looks great as Harley. Like, we already know Joaquin Phoenix is gonna be great. Gosh. The color grading and cinematography are going to be fantastic. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say anything else other than that. So there are good things in store already. I'm still very excited for it, even if it is a jukebox musical, even if it is theatrical. And let me know your thoughts, because I had a lot of people on the last video saying that they're just going to skip it if it is a musical, which is fair. I like musicals, so I have a different opinion than the people who are saying they're gonna skip it, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe give it a shot. Even if it's weird, maybe give it a shot. Turn it off if it's like unbearable for you. It does feel a little bizarre, but whatever. Maybe it's just creative. Maybe that's the perspective we need to have. Because I've never heard of this being done before. I've never heard of a sequel suddenly being a musical. That doesn't mean it hasn't happened before, but I've never heard of it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. I will see you later. Bye. Best of us can find happiness in misery. Oh my gosh, the lyrics fit so well. They fit so well. The best of us can find happiness in misery? Are you kidding me? Write it into the movie. Todd, write it into the movie. It's not too late.